Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to give you another reading for Taurus. Sorry about that, just had a little distraction there. Thank you for protecting me, keeping me safe. Thank you for protecting the collective, keeping us safe. What are the important messages for Taurus? Mid-month to mid-November. This is where I incorporate the last eclipse we've had, the one on the 14th, eclipse of the sun, bringing in to the eclipse of the moon, which is coming up on the 28th or the 29th of October, wherever, depending on where you are in the world. That eclipse will take place in Taurus, in the second house. So Taurus, you are definitely affected, and I'm kind of excited about getting into this reading, and I think that's why the cards are bucking with me, because I'm a little too excited. So I'm going to try and calm down while I do my shuffling here. Thank you, Spirit. What are the important messages for Taurus? See in your birth chart, Taurus, where your second house is, because it is in the second house where the eclipse is going to take place, and it's all about your well-being, what your daily routines. Since it is in Taurus, Taurus is ruled by Venus, so it is a reflection off of the total eclipse. The total eclipse. Oh, that's so much fun. I'm too excited. It's a reflection of the eclipse of the sun. So it's emotional. On an emotional level, we will feel that repercussion of what took place, all of what we've discovered about our relationships, or what was brought into the light because of the sun, being that's where the eclipse. That's where the eclipse happened. The one in the eclipse of the moon is pertaining to our emotional levels, and it's going to be quite frustrating for most of us, because we don't want to deal with our emotions on especially when it comes to relationships. You know, we just want what we want, and we're going to be forced into reckoning with our feelings, things that have hurt us, what we've done to other people. We're gonna, those memories or incidences are gonna come up. See, we're gonna focus on change with this eclipse of the moon coming in, taking ourselves into another level of our own education, our own desire to grow and change. See that 9 coming in for satisfaction. Taurus, you are on your way, because you are definitely affected. I mean, Taurus, it's happening in Taurus. So see where Venus is in your chart, and it'll give you an idea of how your emotional state of mind is going to play out. You see where you are within days of that eclipse, and now with this reading you'll be able to see where you've come out of and where you're headed into. Okay, thank you, Spirit. The layout is still the same. I have not changed that, not planning to just yet, but I do have to check how the cards are showing for you. I'm not sure. I have to lay the first 4, because I'm playing with the angle of my camera just to get a broader view. It's too far in there for you to see the third line. I'm just getting there. I'm getting there. Let's see. This first line, of course, is about you, the viewer, as I like to say. And if you're not Taurus, then you are the cross watcher. You decide if the first line is pertaining to you or if it is the second line. The third line is the outcome of this read. Okay, I'm getting a pretty good view there. All right, so Let's see. So the bottom of the deck was a dilemma. Holding back. Denial, even. I see a lot of high arcana in here that's pretty powerful. Starting off with our transformation, you may want to, I think it's Sagittarius. Could be Aries. Either way. Same card, same place. Doesn't mean that you have to. What I'm coming to is that every reading has this transformation card. Either it's in the layout or it's brought into me digging out what's going on. And I'm excited to start with it, but I kind of have a gist of where it's going to go because of what I see here. So we'll just do the first overall reading with transformation is being betrayed. So change and growing, it's on a level of final betrayal. This is where the dam breaks, you know, everything comes out, and all about the secrets about the king or protecting what the king loves is being transformed. This change is happening, and we're going to go into, we have to go into why, because it's too vast, just the surface. Okay, we just know that there is a transformation that is going to, it's going to either bring out the truth that needs to come out, or because of transformation there is betrayal. So we're going to just see where that goes. But it is all about what you hold dear, Taurus. What you value, your own values are being betrayed, or by the king, depending on where you sit. If you are the king or the queen, just take it as it resonates. And this brings into completion. So transforming and going into a marriage or ending a marriage, commitment, if you will. It could be for work, where you're destined to change your job completely and move on to new avenues of work, because that is what the eclipse is going to affect in a global state, as well as an individual and collective levels of the work, the stock market, the creation of jobs, and destruction of work, and destruction of jobs, and money going and exchanging hands, and those of us who are being bogged down are coming up and rising up, and those of us who have been taken advantage of, they're going to come back and get that upper hand. It's a question of flipping over the table now. The tables are turning. Okay, where you were losing, you'll find that you are gaining. And if you were gaining, you'll find that you are losing. It is for Spirit to bring in the balance, because we need that in order to change and grow and expand. Okay, and of course, it shows here that, Taurus, your change, your transformation on whatever level you see or experience it on, it is destined, and it is going to bring you a peace of mind. Okay, just know that somewhere out there between mid-October, mid-November, the flux is going to change in your favor. Okay, you may not see it that way, or you may not experience it that way, but at the end, you'll probably see it toward the end of November into December, if not sooner than that you will start to feel better. Okay, you'll feel a sense of healing, because there's a disappointment here that the Tower is going to take care of. Okay, this 3, we're going to look into it, because I don't like ending on a disappointment. But it doesn't mean that that you are all going to experience a disappointing end. No, it means that you are moving into change and there is third parties that are going to have that destruction come to them because of the betrayal, because the king is going to bring down the tower on the third party. And that's where the healing is going to take place, and feeling better and thinking clearer into the commitment that you know you want or you're trying to get into, whether it is a working commitment or an intimate commitment or platonic, whichever way you see what it is that you're trying to connect to. It is going to happen on a very slow but detailed and concise. This is to build up, because it is the night. He works on the details slowly and meticulously, and he doesn't skip steps. He takes his time, like we like to say, doing it by the book. And especially where money is concerned, if it is that you are working on a legacy or building up your own business, that is a commitment that you are going to have with yourself in particular before anyone else, which will bring you peace of mind. Again, it is to build your legacy. Taurus, you have the ability. You have luck on your side, if you will. But it's not just about luck. It's all about birthright. It's where you're placed in your birth chart, where the planets sit. If you are interested in astrology or thinking of seeing, well, how much luck do I really have? Take it with a grain of salt, but just look for your Venus, where your Venus is placed, in which house will help you see, even as a beginner, if you're just testing the waters on should I or shouldn't I go into this spiritual, I won't say crap, but you know what I mean. Take it with a grain of salt, please. But look, if you're going to look about if you're curious about where your luck is coming from, look for Venus, look for Jupiter, see where they are placed, and most of all, where Saturn is placed. And if you don't want to go all the way in there, because it is complicated for those of us who don't understand, but if you just look to see what house your Venus is in, and then take that next step to understand what that house means, it'll give you an idea. But you just know this, that you're coming into a peace of mind. So abundance is coming to you, okay? Let's see what the, oh boy. So we're starting off with the dilemma of denial, denying yourself, maybe. Are you denying yourself? Have you been denying yourself? There's an overindulgence in selfishness. Somebody is being selfish and they're hiding it or holding back. Maybe that's what is required, because there's a change that's going to happen here. And the devil is protecting something. Either that abundance that's coming in is going to be protected and it's going to have to be kept under wraps, which is a good thing, because everybody wants to be your friend when you get a little something, and everybody thinks that they're related to you when you know you have and you've said it, or everybody wants to get in on what you have or what you receive. There is a strategy that's going on here for what is valuable to you. We will take cards, but this is the overall, where the devil shows it is to say that there is too much of something. And because there is a change that needs to happen, the devil is coming between that turning point, which is pretty tough. It's pretty tough. This is where the betrayal, that tower coming down, it's bringing down that. There's something going on here we're going to look into. But it is to say that abundance is being protected. It is being kept back on both sides, on the spiritual side as well as the mundane, because either you are not talking about it or somebody is not talking about it. And that in itself is a change that needs to take place in with the self. So to start off with, you need to go within. There's a new path that you are looking to get into, because you're thinking about a new path and changing, but you're keeping that under wraps. You're not talking to anybody about it. And that's a good thing, because it is all about where you want to expand and grow, and your mindset. You're changing that. See, you're going off onto new path. And this is where the secrecy comes in, where you need to not talk about the change. You need to just experience it, let it happen. And it's all about having what you need. You're going to have what you need. You're going to feel that it was worth the wait, because it is. And your mind, you're going to change your mind. You're going to build on what you're thinking of, and that in itself will, that knowing that it's worth it, your mind does change. That's where you get that sense of peace of mind here. You go from the 8 to the 6, because instead of going to the 9 and worrying and having that confusion, you take on a new path, take on a new direction. You want something different. You want something new. And Spirit is coming in to make that change for you, as well as protect you. Okay? Take heart, Taurus. There's change coming. It's going to be a bit heavy. I'll say that much. It's not going to be easy. Tower's coming down. It's a little tough to go through, but once you get through it, you look back and you say, wow, I did it. It was worth the wait. Okay, so let's start off with the 13 there. What's that representing? Good. Going back to love. So it's all about what went on in the past, about love. Now, what you love, and if someone loved you, if you were in a relationship, that unconditional love is what is being transformed here, growing, changing, churning, and making you want to move forward, giving you that experience that you know you have gone through. You've celebrated, you have worked hard, and you have acquired or learned the lessons about love. You're coming into a victory. There's arguments. You see, everybody wants to be, there's ego going on here. Well, everybody wants to be in their own right and say, you know what, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. It's my idea. It's my idea. I want it to work. You follow me. I won. I take control here. It's a lot about that going on here. This ego of who's in charge of whom, and wanting to make things go in, forcing things to go in a way that it's not balanced. It's competitive. There's a competition going on for ideas, for wanting to be creative, or for wanting your idea to work. And this comes from you too, and Taurus. Either you're starting the fights, or you're just getting into it because you want to win. You want to be a part of that race. But then there's healing that is involved here, and it's about the truth. So coming into arguing and fighting about what is right, what is wrong, that is what the sun brought into relationships. Are you cheating on me? Yeah, you are cheating on me. That's not right. I don't want this. Finding out the truth. And now having to heal emotionally is where that eclipse of the moon will bring us and transform us, because of that hurt that we've been through. Regardless of what level, the healing is there. Following the intuition and understanding and getting that confirmation of what is true and what you believe to be your truth. You're being led, and you're allowing Spirit to lead you, which is the best thing you could do, because you have to make a choice, and Spirit is going to help you with that, guide you to make the choice, to go to unconditional love, to use your unconditional love. That strength of healing, that emotional healing is what is destined. I'm going to leave it on that one. This is quite... that's what the transformation card does. You have to take a lot of cards when it comes to these guys. Let's see. We have this this need to be in control. If it's not you, It's got to be somebody else trying to control you. And this is what's going to heal. You're going to stand up and say, no, 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 no. I don't trust that. You're not telling me the truth. I know you're not telling me the truth. That's what's coming from this, okay? Someone is trying to convince you otherwise, but you know the truth. And having that information, you've already made up your mind that you will go with that emotional healing. You're allowing Spirit to take you there. That is where the final betrayal comes in. Let's see, what does the 10 of Swords represent here? Ego. Telling the truth. Healing. All right, let's leave it on that. It's not enough of... there's enough. There's two of them here. So we have the Emperor. So that ego trip. Betrayal. Betraying the ego. Letting the ego heal with the truth. Leaving it there, because it is destined and there will be a commitment coming forward from this. Your healing is going to take you to the commitment that is destined for you. Let's see. What is the 4 of Pentacles represent? Walking away because of what you love. Protecting what you love. Knowing that this is not what I really want. What I want is not here, because you're recognizing from the betrayal that you need to leave, and you're taking what you hold dear with you. Oh boy, the courage to leave, to be innovative, to be that maverick, because you're bored, because you had enough of. Can't deal with this anymore. You're putting down the burden. All right, we'll leave it on the Maverick. I like her. All right. I like her. She is, I tell you, if you're so inclined, listen to the fire signs, okay? Listen to them, because that's all I'm going to say. You'll recognize in there if you are inclined to. If you're dealing with a Leo, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, you might want to go there. Listen to it anyway, because the courage to leave is what creates that spark and creativity and determination in you. Taurus, I told you. By your just because of your placement, the fact that you are even Taurus, you're coming into what is supposed to come to you. And it feels like you're losing everything so that you could win and have even more. And I say win, making me remember my own lesson. That winning. That winning. I saw it here. It's not about the win. It's about standing up and just standing in your own right, okay? Doing it with humility rather than with ego. And that is the dividing line. That's when you realize, you know what, there's too much ego going on here. I don't need this. I'm leaving. And that is where the courage to leave propels you. And in doing that, you become that spark, that I don't want to be here, I'm gone. Poof, you just lit up. Just lit you up. And then you go, okay, I'm on my own. I'm running now. I'm gone. Okay, let's do this. Strategy. All right, let's wait. I'm starting going too fast here. What's this king about? King of... Ooh. The king has the upper hand, or he's taken the upper hand. Talking about the truth again with the ego, fighting with the ego, whether it's you fighting with your own ego or you fighting with someone else's ego, there is going to be an end. But there is happiness here, because when the sun comes in and shines the light on the relationship, it's either it's going to end or it's going to take it into the next level. And here is where the integrity comes in. So we're looking at 3 positive cards right now. So we have the Sun, the 10 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. So it's very, very passionate. It's about integrity. It's about closing off. and going either into saying, I don't want this and I'm gone, or yes, I want this, let's get married, because you're standing in your integrity, and you take it as it resonates for you, right? Because this is reflecting off of, this line in particular is reflecting off of the last eclipse. So the repercussions are you're ending your relationship, or you're taking it to the higher level and wanting to be together with your partner because of that determination here, eh? Going to her king. This is the coupling here. Standing up and taking back what was taken. Getting the upper hand. It's truth. It's all about the truth. Good, bad, and ugly. And that is where this ending comes in. Either you're going into marriage or you're going into divorce, but you're taking with you your integrity, or you're bringing in the integrity. The coupling is built on integrity because of truth about third parties. Okay, we're just going to stop there. Don't want to go too far in, because it's all subject to change once the lunar eclipse comes around. This is the sun here, so that truth that came out puts you in your integrity, and even if you're angry, you're voicing it, and you should, because this is your passion coming out. And if it is you, this is, again, when I say if it is you, it's all relating to this king. You know, I asked what does the king represent here, so this is you according to my setup, and if it isn't you, then this is about your king. And this is where your truth brings in that abundance. Or it's the truth about the third party, which will be brought into destruction. And then the whole business about third parties are healed. And either you go off on your own, or you make the relationship work at this point. It looks like you're going to make it work, but that's not for everybody. Some of you are going to walk off and say, okay, I've had my fill, now I'm out of here. So just because we're in this line, let's just take it from there. What is the Tower representing? Again, it's a romantic offer for marriage with a third party. This is a karmic. This is karmic. Okay, so you're finding out that the truth, that betrayal is in creating a setup. Okay, you and Aries, you need to listen to Aries, because you're sharing in that plot and scheming to create a fake relationship to have a third party secured. But it's obvious it's not going to happen, because the truth is out, or will be. If you're not already aware of it, it's coming out here. But you should be, because it's already, your mind is already set to move on, and you're just looking for confirmation as to, yeah, I'm out of here, and it'll just be a matter of when, not if, because you are changing. Destiny is bringing it in so that you can change and move on. Okay, and here is that romantic offer for marriage for a third party. Karmic justice is being served with this Tower, because it's coming down. There's an offer. And this is outside of you. Again, this is the partnership going into a third party coupling and saying, oh, you know what? Let's do this and secure you in secret with my partner not knowing. However you get that message, yeah. Well, it's going to come to an end. The partnership is either breaking that up so that the marriage is saved, or the marriage to be will be saved, because it comes to an end here. The strategy is destined. This coupling here, this marriage, this Ten of Pentacles, this abundance here is destined to have a betrayal, which brings down the Tower. So either the third party is being betrayed to save the marriage by your partnership, or it's the partnership that is going into a third party or wanting to go into a third party, and you bring down the tower on that. Take it as it resonates, because the truth is coming out about the offer and the reasons why that offer even took place, because somebody wasn't aware of what they had, or they were bored with what they had, not able to appreciate what was there. And this is the conversation that's going to make you feel better. Burden is going to be put down. Burden is going to be put down because the truth is going to come out. Okay, I'm not going to rehash this too much because it's understood. That you're going to understand why that offer was actually made to have a third party or to get a third party. You will understand. And then again, this is where the healing comes in. So let's see what the Three of Swords represents. Again, the focus. Focus on working and healing and making more, that abundance. Okay, this is work. So you may very well be leaving your job if this is you breaking down the tower, putting down the burden. I've had enough. This is bored. This offer is not good enough for me. Again, put it to work, because it's not just third party romantic relationship. I just see, because of the Hierophant, it's all about marriage, but it's an institution. So it's a big company. It's a strong company, even governmental if you want. If you do work for the government and you find that proposal is for a job there, or for rising up into the department, another department where you make more money, you've been made an offer, or you're going to have an offer, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Something isn't, the offer in itself is something that's not right about it. And you get to see that because of work that you've done in the past. Okay? Because of work that you've done in the past, you're going to see through the offer. So don't worry. This is not for you to sit and take notes. You're going to know about it if you don't already know about it. But it's all about work, focusing on work, healing. That's where your healing comes in. And that rising above, getting out of that sense of loss, feeling that, disappointed. You're disappointed, but you have your work to look forward to. And there is stability that's coming from this. That's what is to be healed, is that sense of loss, feeling missed. And the reason is about work. So if there was a third party, this is going to be good. If there was a third party in a relationship and the answer is, well, because you were working too much, I didn't have anything else to do. I was missing you. I was feeling lonely. I couldn't help myself. And boom, this is where this third party situation started up. It's the truth. It's the truth, but it's not enough. You see, it's not enough. And that's when you're gonna say, you know what? No. I'm done. We're not doing this. I'm out of here. There you go. Standing up, taking responsibility, being productive on every level. You're going to use that. You're going to use that sense of, well, I can do this on my own. I'm making enough money. And if I'm going to be alone and lonely, then I'm going to take responsibility for my life. This is where you get that trigger. That's where that spark comes in. Okay? From where you decide after the courage is given to you for leaving, the possibility of having to leave is what brings that connect to self-sufficiency and standing up on your own and providing for yourself first. Then you will be able to go in and have a relationship with someone else, because you're looking for that stability. That is what you want. You're missing that stability. And if it isn't you, it's your partnership. And this is where some of us who come to share that truth about what it is that created the rift in the relationship, for some, there is forgiveness to be had. because the focus is on working to heal and get past that sense of loss. And you're going to recognize with your partnership if you're able to forgive and if you're not able to forgive, and if it's not enough that you need to leave. You're going to know. And you're going to do it with all the logic, because that's what took place in the 7th house. It was in Libra. Okay? And you will find that you tend to look more to the logic in your healing because of your practicality, Taurus. Okay? See what you have in Libra in your birth chart, and that will help you. That will help you to understand why you react the way you do to your relationships. That's good homework for you. Either way, you're going to celebrate and you're going to get your satisfaction for work that was done in the past, and you are going to take that step to either be on your own or to be in a relationship, because this king here, he's a provider. He's a stable, honest man deep down inside, regardless of what your situation is, okay? The card in itself represents stability and that ability to open up and have a true relationship, because it's all about being able to provide for. This is what the coins bring in, eh? And the joy in providing for another. It means that he doesn't want to be alone anymore. He wants to be in a relationship. And that's going to close off a cycle, because you're going to come to terms with, do I really want to be in this relationship? Do I want to be in any relationship? I'm not ready. I want to. I will wait. I will go into time alone to recognize my own needs so that I can go into a relationship. Because that's what's going to happen. You're going to go in. There is a commitment that's going to take place. And we're going to look into that. Let's see. Let's take a few cards there. What is this commitment, this 2 of Cups represents? See, you're ending a cycle. Again, the healing. Either you're leaving a job to get another one, or you're leaving a relationship of whether it is personal or platonic, some form of a relationship, some form of a commitment, work or personal. That cycle is now closing off because of the last eclipse. Again, and we're going to the end of one eclipse into the next eclipse, and just a little beyond that, to see where the shift is going to come. So this is going to come after the eclipse, this line here. Okay, you're going to close off a cycle, whether it is for work or not, very passionately, because you want to go forward. You want to move into your future. You know what you don't want anymore. You're putting down the burden. And that peace of mind that you know you're going to get is going to fuel you to go forward, okay? To heal and forgive. So there is a forgiveness that's coming, either to make a new proposal for a new job, where you go, okay, you know what, I've done my time here. I don't feel like working here anymore. I want to change my career. I want to go learn something new and work in that field. That's quite possible, but it is to heal a relationship, or to heal and move on from a relationship, to start a new relationship. And it's not to say you're going to jump from one into the next. You may not have met the person yet, but you're clearing the path to allow yourself to be open to meeting the next commitment, whether it is a job or a person or anything, whatever you want to be committed to. You're giving yourself that time, which is what you know you have to do, because you are Earth, because you are this king. I think I saw her, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. You embody all of them, Taurus. You know why? Because you mix well with water. You're earth. You mix well with earth. Even better, because you are earth. You're in earth, and earth, it's even more solid. But I don't know why I might be mixing up the readings. I thought I saw her. Okay, so I don't see her here. She's somewhere around. But the point is that the stability is what you're made of. You're just made to be stable. And you get away from instability. That's what you do. You create stability. You like earthquakes. You are an earthquake when you're angry. You erupt and you shift and things break up, and then something new takes shape, because you are made to be stability. You're born stable, and if you're not feeling that stability, it's because you were put into this lifetime to acquire that stability. At some point, either you have it and then you lose it, and then you get it again and then you lose it. You've gone through the turmoil of your own personal earthquakes, okay? You've come through that over the years. You've realized that I'm up and I'm down, and I don't know, and I want and I don't want. Now you're going to start to settle. The earth is going to just settle, and you're going to be able to build a new relationship. Because Spirit is bringing you back into balance, because you're finding your self-worth again. You're going to feel it. You've been through a lot. That's why you're changing. Okay? A lot of truth and healing is happening to you. That's you, Taurus. There's love there. You've been hurt, whether it's by family, growing up, friends in school, people you work with, okay? You've taken the hits. You've taken them. You have a lot of healing that has suddenly crashed on you because of that last eclipse. And if you're coming out of a tumultuous relationship, just know that the ground is going to settle. And you are going to be settled so well that you're going to feel that push when you do decide to take the step, because you will, because you know what you're worth. And the relationship that you will get into or will heal, because some of us are going to heal, some relationships are going to be able to continue, and some of us are going to have to make the choice to walk off, because it cannot be. It's too broken. There's too much damage here. It cannot be reconciled. Unfortunately, it happens, but know that when it does, something good is going to come after, because you're going to be with the person that's going to ignite that flame or fuel that flame that you have ignited. Take it as it resonates. Passion is there. Just know that it's going to be passionate between you and your next commitment. You're going to love your work. You're going to love the person. The person's going to love you. The work is going to be abundance is going to come from the work that you do. That 8. I can't find any of the cards all of a sudden. That 8. Where did I see it? Unless I'm remembering Capricorn. Yeah, I think you have to go look at the Capricorn. Anyway, don't have to. It's just a question of recognizing. Here it is. There's your 8. The focus on work is what will heal that sense of loss. Okay? Bring you into your independence. Bring you back to your stability. That what you know, you're going to be satisfied doing the work that you do because of where you've been, because of what you've gone through in the past, because of work that you've done in the past. You're going to be able to walk off and be on your own and know that you've just ended a cycle of lack, because that is where your focus is, to be productive, to have that stability, and to get past that sense of loss where people in your life over the years have just taken from you and made you feel that you don't belong, or not just that you don't belong, but you've lost financially. You've lost whatever is valuable to you. You've lost, whether it's in emotions or, well, yes, emotionally you've lost, and physically you've lost, and you've been through it, but you're coming out of it. You're coming out of it. You got to keep it in a little bit longer. This is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing. To hold back is not a bad thing. Spirit is making it so that your sense of self-sufficiency is protected. Because instinctively, you're going to not talk about it because you've been through the experiences of sharing too much information and people take advantage of you. You've been there. You've done that. You don't need it anymore. You're going to take your time. You're going to take your time. Okay, let's just do one more card. Just not one more, but a couple more cards. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Again, going on learning from your mistakes. Yeah, you see? Just like I was saying, you're going to not talk when you're not supposed to talk. And when you are with what you want to do, you're going to take the steps slowly to get there. And there she is, the Queen of Pentacles. I was looking for her. That bonding that you're going to make with the relationship that you're going to get into, it's just going to couple up with what you are bringing. The integrity. That integrity is just naturally coming. See, the Empress there, the Empress here. For some, that truth, standing in your integrity, here she is. Again, standing in your truth. Standing in your integrity. She's doing the same. Spirit is bringing you to your match. You're going to meet the person who is able to stand on her own because you're doing it. You're going to meet the person who is able to make and provide for because you're doing it. You're going to get your match. You're going to meet, and you're going to be very passionate. Reciprocity is to be had. This is what's owed to you, or you are, somebody is going to pay back. Okay, it's coming to you, and you're going to talk about it, and it's all about creativity and building up and being generous and sharing that enthusiasm to go to a higher level. It's what it's all about. Spiraling up, and that's what you're going to do. Taurus, and I was like, who am I reading for? Yeah, you, Taurus. You're going to rise up. You're going to take it to the next level. You're going to either give willingly, freely, because you're going to have enough to give, or you're going to receive in booms because you suffered. You suffered. That betrayal up here that you know about, that you're going to walk away from, it's reciprocity. You will have that enthusiasm to go into another relationship. You're going to trust. For some, it is a third party. For others, it is following your intuition, okay? That you're not losing the faith in having a real relationship. You're still counting on the fact that real relationships do exist. Yeah, they do. They do. That eclipse of the sun teaches us that. The eclipse of the moon is going to make us feel better about that fact, that there are such things as real relationships. You're going to get what you need. You already have it. You were born into it, just being Taurus. You just have to recognize that. You have to be more self-aware. Put down the burden. Okay? Be self-aware. See what's going on around you. Pay attention. See how you're feeling. Work with your feelings. It's not going to be easy, huh? I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying it's so easy. That means it's not going to be so easy. But for some, it's not going to be so difficult either. Just see where you fit. Thank you, Spirit. This is a beautiful reading for spiraling up and having that clarity of, yeah, It's going to be okay. What is the oracle message for this reading? Thank you, Spirit. What does Taurus need to know to help in not spiraling up? Accepting that some relationships are meant to be destroyed so that you can move into the relationship that will last for the however long it's supposed to. I'm going to say forever because I don't know. TikTok and co-create. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's another reading that has, I think, the same, but TikTok for sure. And I think co-create. I just can't tell you which one right now. So go have fun looking at the readings. Let's see. TikTok, your time is here. I have a feeling it's Aries. I don't know. I can't remember. TikTok, let's see. You were at the 29. Let's see what the 29 brings. Because timing, it's all about timing. Your time has come when the TikTok comes around. Or time is running out for somebody. Time to change. Let's see. Breathe. So you were being patient and you were waiting and going slowly and taking care and having that trust, and then something came in and did a slingshot turn on, put some betrayals, some plotting and scheming. Things happen. Let's see. TikTok, timelessness, divine timing in immeasurable time. So you not having to do anything, Spirit is just working with you, and you are allowing that. Again, that intuition, allowing Spirit to lead you. That's what I said at the beginning. This is why you're able to change, because you allow Spirit to tell you, yeah, go this way, and you go that way. And you are letting Spirit guide your next steps. You have faith, and you should, because you are stability. So we're going to look at let's look at the relationship. I feel it calls to the relationship. Love, the fulfillment of desire. Not the one. This is 10. Where's that 10 of Cups? It's 10 of Pentacles. Well, the 10 of Cups is where I'm thinking, and I don't know why. I just thought I saw it. Okay, I'm not looking for it. Sorry. Let's just move on here. Love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your heart in perfect rhythm. Isn't that wonderful to know? Love is always right on time. See, you're going to get what you're supposed to get. You want to be in a relationship, a real relationship? Give Spirit that time to bring it to you. You're going to get your peace of mind here. Okay? You know it. You're going to have that relationship where you belong to each other and you express that. You're going to go to a higher level. You're going to take yourself, you're going to learn, you're going to grow, and Spirit is going to bring you there because you want to go there. Let's see, co-create. This is a beautiful reading. I'm so happy to have done it. 40. Let's see, 40, 43, come on, 41. Here we go. So co-create, creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. Again, you know what you want. You've been working on it. You've been priming yourself for it. You've been letting Spirit help you go there. So the oracle message, you may not consider yourself a creative person, But in fact, you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with Spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality. Blended with universal spirit, you are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. On that note, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, Taurus. Until our next reading, love and light.